So, unless you've been living in a hole the last couple of weeks, I guess you would have heard that Donald Trump won. And somehow people are shocked, people are surprised, people are flabbergasted at the fact that he won. And to be honest, can you really be that surprised? I mean, who is he up against? Hillary Clinton. The same Hillary Clinton who said that a 12-year-old girl faked rape accusations against her client because, quote unquote, she fantasized about having sex with older men. This is a 12-year-old girl. The guy who then she accused of raping him got off the case, later came out as saying he was guilty. He did do it. What did Hillary Clinton do? Say I'm sorry for getting a child rapist off the case? No, she bragged about it. She said, I guess that proves how much of a good lawyer I am. A candidate who, whilst First Lady in 1996, in a speech said that black men were super predators who should be brought to heel. A woman who around the same time lied about a trip to Bosnia where she said she landed under sniper fire in her helicopter, when actually there's film recordings showing that she landed with a greeting parade with, instead of sniper fire, she was met with girls with flowers, because, you know, that's practically the same thing in her mind. A candidate who wore a $12,000 Armani jacket while giving a speech on pay inequality. It's bizarre. If Bernie Sanders had been the chosen candidate by the DNC, I would guarantee we wouldn't be where we are today. Bernie Sanders would be in the White House and we wouldn't be in the position where we have Donald Trump as president. There's evidence to suggest she is racist, homophobic, sexist, and corrupt. She's been linked to the murders of 45 people. She's also funded by the likes of Saudi Arabia, Brunei, Qatar. Some of those countries still execute homosexuals. And last time I checked, women's rights over there, not the greatest. Oh wait, we need to vote for Hillary because she's a woman. No, vote for her based on her views and her personal beliefs. She even gave a speech to Goldman Sachs employees saying about how politicians should have a private life and a public life. How it's okay to say one thing to the public and believe another thing personally. Talking about personal beliefs, she said in 2003, in 2008, that she did not support gay marriage, that she did not support gay rights. You know what I was saying earlier about the whole Goldman Sachs, public life, private life? As soon as she ran to be president, suddenly she supports gay rights. She loves the LGBTQ community. Yet a couple years ago, she was saying they shouldn't get married, shouldn't have rights. Does that really sound like the type of person you want to be electing as president? That is why Trump won. Not because people who voted for him were racist, were sexist, were homophobic. They wanted change, a change that Trump presented to them. And they wanted someone who wasn't backed by big corporate institutions and banks. Trump largely self-funded his own campaign. Around 28% of his campaign was funded by him. The rest of it, the American people. Clinton, on the other hand, 2%. And she was being funded by companies like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan. I mean, the list goes on. If you want, you can just Google it and you can find the full breakdown of how her campaign was funded, and the large majority are big Wall Street, banks, big companies. Trump, on the other hand, the only people he owed was the American people. And that was the feeling that a lot of Americans got. This was a guy who, despite the fact has it all, is in that top 1%, is still deciding to spend all that money running for president. It's easy for them to believe that he is doing it for the good of the people because he wants to make America a better place. Now, do you want to vote for a candidate who has got so much skeletons in her closet? No, who would? The DNC, if they weren't as corrupt, if they hadn't rigged the election and let Bernie Sanders be their candidate, we wouldn't be here. I keep saying it. You're thinking, Harry, how do you know they rigged it? Google it. So how can we stop stuff like Trump being elected and Brexit happening in the future? Well, for Trump, just vote Democratic in the midterm elections. And stop rioting, stop protesting, stop being a hypocrite. Okay, you can't condemn Trump for promoting hate and violence, to go out smashing up cars and in some cases assaulting old people and stealing their cars. We live in a world where people are scared to voice their own opinion. That's not a world I want to live in. I want to change that. I want us to be able to be open about our views and beliefs without being called a racist, a bigot, a sexist, a homophobe, just because I disagree with what you're saying. Be open to other people's views, be open to other people's beliefs. Challenge me. If you disagree with me, leave a comment. Challenge me, because we live in a beautiful democracy where we have free speech. So encourage that free speech. Allow everyone to have their say. People won't feel oppressed. People won't feel the need to vote for change. People won't feel the need to vote for people like Trump. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and check out my previous videos. Also, hit me up on social media too, just search Harry J. Peak.